viewers, and you're welcome to MLT channel. This is Engineer Oladipo, your host, and your amiable online tutor. So this session will focus on Gcse Mathematics, precisely 2024 past question. Okay, you are welcome on board. Without wasting much time, let's quickly dive into details, and let's start with question 1. So we have question 1, and question 1 reads, work out 12 to the power of 2 divided by bracket open 1/3 multiplied by square root of 6. Alright, what kind of method are we going to use to solve this problem? We shall apply bid mass because this is a problem involving basic operation. So bid mass, our B is the bracket, I is the indices, D is the division, M is the multiplication, A addition, and S subtraction. That implies that we'll start with what we have in the bracket. So let's get the question down. We have 12 to the power of 2, then divided by bracket open 1/3 multiplied by square root of 36 bracket closed. Then solving what we have in the bracket, then we shall have 12 to the power of 2, 12 to the power of 2, then divided by bracket open again 1/3 multiplied by square root of 36, that will give us 6 bracket closed. Then 3 is a factor of 6, 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 2. So 12 squared, that is 144. If you do 12 to the power of 2, that's 12 multiplied by 12, that's 144 divided by, then what remains inside the bracket is 2. Then 144 divided by 2, that should give us 72. So our correct answer in question 1 is actually 72. I hope that is clear class. What you just need to do is just to apply your bid mass. So on to the next question. So the next question, I think we have the next question at the bottom of question 1. Okay, measure the shortest distance from the point P to the line. From this point P here, then we are measuring it to this line. So give your answer in millimeters. Okay, now to solve this question, what you need to do is to get your compass and bisect the line. When you bisect the line, then you measure it. It gives you a perpendicular. Then measure the perpendicular from the line to point P, and that should give you your value. But let me use a drawing instrument. Let me use the protractor, since I didn't have a compass here. So just bisect the line. Once you bisect the line, you mark any 2 points on the line, then bisect it. Is going to give you a perpendicular line. So this perpendicular line now, measure it from the line to point P, and that's the value of the line that you are looking for. Okay, I think it is perfect. Okay, that's perfect enough. I just need to use it a little bit. All right, I think the line, my protractor now to the line, okay, good. So it's exactly on the line. So definitely the height of my protractor is the distance from the line to point P. So let's measure that line. Let's rule out that line. Here is where point P started from. Okay, so that's it. So just measure. Only one thing you just need to do is just measure from this point. Measure from this point, then to point P. Then by the virtue of most protractor, the height of the protractor is between 55 millimeter to 60 millimeter. although that may not be the actual value, this is just an estimated value. But what you just need to do is just you bisecting that line. If you bisect that line, it gives you a perpendicular. Then you measure from the line, your perpendicular from the line to point P. So I'll write here 60 millimeters. So on to the next question now, which is question 3. And question 3 reads, the vector -3, 7 translate A to B. Write down the vector will translate B to A. Okay? In this case, they want us to do the reverse translation. So let's first have our question. Here is our question. We have a vector translation. Vector translation. And let's assume that you have a vector translation which is x, y. If you have vector translation x, y, then it's reverse. This is what the question is asking us. So BA will now be to reverse. So reverse translation. And reverse translation is always the negative of the vector translation. Reverse translation equal negative of vector translation. So that implies that if our vector translation is x, y, then its reverse will be minus x minus y. So in this case now, we have our vector translation, which is -3 and 7. So when we subtract, that will give us minus times -3. That will give us +3. Then minus times +7, that will give us -7. And that's the answer to this question 3. Okay, so on to the next one, which is question 4 now. The attendance of a rugby party is 8,400 people to the nearest 100 meter. Okay, the total population of those that attended the party is 8,400, and this is approximately to the nearest 100. So what the question wants us to do? A, write down the minimum possible attendance. So the minimum possible attendance, our focus is on 100, which is 400. So 400 could be rounded between 350 as the minimum value to 449 as the maximum value. Because if you round up 350, it's going to give us 400 to the nearest 100. And also, if we round up 449 to the nearest 100, it's also will give us 400. So the minimum possible of attendance that actually attended will be 8,350 people, because if we approximate this to the nearest 100, it should give us 8,400. So then the maximum possible attendance will be 8,449. If you round this up to, it's going to give you 8,400 to the nearest 100. I hope that is clear too. So on to the next question. So let's take this question 5 as our assignment. Let's try this. A school year has 78 students, 28 wear glasses. 1/4 of the students wear glasses are left-handed. 30% of the students who do not wear glasses are left-handed. So the question now reads 5A. The universal student number of students in the school year. Then let G represent those that wear glasses, where L represent those that are left-handed. So you have your G now, glasses wearer, left-handed people. So what are the values that are supposed to be? How many glasses only wearer are we going to have in the school? how many left-handed only are we going to have in this group? Then what's common? So you have to complete the Venn diagram. And also, the B part of the question, a left-handed student is chosen at random. What are the probability that the student will wear glasses? All right, that will be a convenient point to stop the class for today. I hope you have gained one or two things. Then if so, don't hesitate to join our online session. You can book for one-on-one online session for as low as just $10 per hour. And we even offer a free trial class for you to check our level of professionalism about the job. And you can reach out to me on via my WhatsApp. You have the number here, and also you can reach out to us via our Gmail. Until I come your way again, I remain my humble self, Engineer Ladipo Lalekon, your host, and you are able online tutor. Bye for now, and do take good care of yourself.